So I was getting all these messages about Clint today. And then I was talking to him via text message, and he's talking all kinds of stuff. Um, he was on his Instagram or on his Facebook yesterday or a couple days ago for his birthday, complaining about how he was lonely
Mm-hmm.
and how his parents don't come to see him, which is weird. He's literally like 38, 39 years old. Like, I don't know why your parents need to come see you when you're 39 years old, but and how his parents don't love him and they only give him stuff. They don't love him. And then I talked to him and he basically said that you guys were in a relationship, but now you're not in a relationship and he's done with you. So what is going on here?
Okay, first off, we were not in a relationship. He was married, so that's what it was. He's been talking to Tracie recently, so every time he gets in contact with her, it is tsunami. And it's not just me, it is his mother that he goes at as well. I know about the two things that he posted for his birthday. I really don't want to have to be mean, but due to some, I don't, you and I talked previously, you know what I'm saying? So
Mm-hmm.
there's some things that I'm not going to air out because I'm not a jerk. But my daughter was in the hospital, and he was very angry with me that I could not go and be with him on his birthday. And he knew my daughter was in the hospital because the first hospital that she went to before she was transferred over to Children's, Clint showed up over there within 10 minutes of knowing that my daughter was sick. So, yeah. So I saw the post. Yeah, I mean, I get it. He doesn't really know anybody down here. I could see why he felt alone on his birthday. However, he was just really, really mad that he wanted me to leave the hospital to come down and be with him. Well, that's my child, and her liver was failing. I'm not going to leave the hospital to go spend time with him. That's just ridiculous. So that kind of started him being mad at me, if you know what I mean.
So he's mad at you because he had to spend his birthday alone?
He's mad at me for everything. Anything that goes wrong in his life, it is my fault. It is his mom's fault. The sun could not come out today. Hey, the sun didn't come out today. Maybe he's blaming me for that too. I have no idea.
Okay.
What I do know is the pattern with Clint, and this has been since he's come down here, is anytime that he gets in contact with Tracie, it's a horrible day. Nothing else to say. It's horrible. And I recently found out that he had told her, and this is a big reason why I'm really, really angry and hurt. Like I said, it's kind of on the spectrum. I don't know if I'm more hurt or if I'm more angry. But when I was at his house, God, sheesh, it was like, when was Kenzie in the hospital? What was it, my fourth? Yeah, it was Tuesday. I went over to his apartment. It was somewhat early. We were hanging out. Everything was cool. And then he had missed a FaceTime from her. And he was like, oh, my God. He's like, Jen, can you go in the back room? And I'm like, why? That's bizarre. And he's like, because I have to FaceTime Tracie back. And I'm like, okay, again, I'm saying bizarre. Why do I have to go back into your room because she's FaceTiming you? You know what I'm saying? Like, there's absolutely no sense to that. So like a dumbass, I go into the back room. And then I could hear them FaceTiming, something like that. And then he came in to the back room. And for somebody that doesn't like me, that's awfully weird because he was like trying to kiss me and stuff like that, which I shot that down. And then we went back into his living room. I was sitting on the couch. He was sitting somewhat next to me, and she FaceTimed in. And then, yeah, so apparently when she FaceTimes him, or I guess the past 2 weeks that he's been telling her he's not been talking to me, she makes him turn the phone around and zoom it all over the apartment to check and see if I'm in there. I had no idea about this until, well, clearly that day when I had to go hide in the room.
he tells me that he's not interested in Tracie.
Well, that day when I was there, they both said I love you to each other on FaceTime. So I guess if that means that you're not interested, I guess nobody should be telling anybody that they love each other.
So Tracie,
But he tells me that he loves me too. So I don't know. Maybe he loves everybody. Maybe he's just a happy go, I love everybody kind of person. Sheesh, I don't know, Katie.
So he moved to Cincinnati 7 weeks ago and left Tracie.
Mm-hmm.
Was he separated with Tracie before he came to Cincinnati?
No, but the place that they were staying at that he was paying for, not her, him, it had 2 separate rooms.
Okay.
So I don't know if they were, I mean, I know that they were having sex. So, I mean, obviously one or the other was visiting into the other room. I don't know. At that point, I was talking to him every day, even when she was in the car. And yeah.
So
He was supposed, what, I'm sorry.
Okay, I know you say that you weren't like in a relationship with him, but that's not what he told me.
We never sat down and established anything. It was just, he was married. He was, well, I mean, I don't know if he's getting it annulled now, but I mean, that was what the plan was. Nothing was ever established between him and I. We just hung out a lot, and I mean, he didn't act. I don't know. It's confusing, I guess. I don't know. I'm still trying to make sense of it. Like I said, I didn't really even understand how I felt about him until I watched the crystal ball that him and I had done with you.
Yeah, it was very clear that you have feelings. You guys have feelings for each other.
Oh, not according to him. I'm the only one that's been honest about that.
Okay, so you knew, I mean, I want to be really frank. Like, you knew this situation walking into this, right? You knew that he was married. So how does this get to a situation where, like, you're suddenly, like, involved with this guy that's married, and then, like, I don't know, I guess part of me is, like, wondering, like, why you're surprised that he still has feelings or talking to Tracie.
I guess I'm going to word this the best way that I can.
I feel like I have to ask that question.
Oh, I feel like everybody is asking that question, and I don't have a problem with that. Because when he left this time, every other time that they have split up, he has went right back, and this time he didn't.
Okay.
Do you get what I'm saying? So
yeah.
And he still isn't back. I mean, he's got a rental car. He can go back at any point in time to go back and be with her. He's had money, financial means to go back and get her. He's had every means to go back and get her, and he didn't leave. He was only supposed to come down for 7 days, Katie. That was it, because everything was so bad that was going on between the both of them. He had to get out of the situation, so I told him to come down. Just kind of collect his thoughts and get the hell away from her. And then he decided that he wanted to stay down here. Up here, down here, I don't know. I'm not good with geography.
And he gets up and he gets an apartment and he has a lease, which his mom has like somehow co-signed
She's
on.
a guarantor. Well, yeah, the only way that they would give him the apartment is if his mother signed on it.
So he wants to, what happened that this whole thing went sideways yesterday?
The whole thing's been going sideways since he started talking to her again. I was just finding out everything in the past 2 days that actually was going on. I did not fully know because I don't hang out with Clint every single day. I didn't know that he had told her that he hated me. I did not know that he called me a bad mom. I did not know that he made the transgender comment about me. I did not know that he had told her that he was not even on speaking terms with me. Why would I even know that he would say something like that when he texts me multiple times every single day? And like I said, literally, he was just at my house yesterday morning, and I was literally over at his house Tuesday. So why would I think that he would be capable of saying something like that,
So he's like playing both sides.
Absolutely.
But she's playing sides too, because she's got guys on the side too.
Oh, she absolutely does. In fact, my friend Mike, the one that she's been calling, he talked to her last night and there was a guy with her. If you want to be for real, Clint doesn't even know that.
Can you look at the camera? People want you to like look at. There you go.
Oh, sorry, people.
You're like looking
I'm
away, and they're like, "Can you look at the camera?" So he's basically saying to you, like, "We're done," but he's telling her that we're done.
Yeah, like one day it'll start out like, and here I am looking away again. Sorry, Katie.
No, if you're uncomfortable, I understand that, but
No, it's not that I'm uncomfortable. I had this problem in high school when I had to do debate. You have to like, be focused and whatever, and that was why I always got points docked off. I don't know.
no. Well, when I was talking to him, he was so all over the place. I'm going to be
Oh,
honest.
because he's manic. He's very manic, and the medication that he's on right now, it is not working. He's been on it long enough for it to be leveled out in his system, and it's not working.
Because his explanations for like you not working out is like you withheld sex.
I didn't withhold sex. What? First off, that sounds so dumb. Number one, and number two.
That's what I told him. I said, that doesn't even make sense. And then he goes, well, she withheld sex and she owes me money. And I said, well, what does she owe you? And he said, $300. And I said, okay. And he goes, but she won't give me the money unless I have sex with her. And I'm not going to have sex with her. And I said, you literally just told me that she was withholding sex from you. And that's why you don't want to be with her.
Kitty, I know you and I have never met in person, but come on, really? I have teenagers that have told better lies than that.
Listen, I'm just repeating to you what he said to me.
Katie, okay.
No, and I told him he sounded ridiculous. I told him it made no sense. I said, Clint, you can't in one breath say that she withheld sex from you and then say that she owes you money, but she'll give you the money if you have sex with her when you said you wanted to have sex with her, but now you're saying it's closed, you're not going to have sex with her. It didn't make any sense.
That's what I'm telling people. They're like, he says he never wants to talk to you again. He hates you. Okay, today is the first day out of the whole time I've ever known Clint that he's not contacted me. So for somebody that doesn't like me and they hate me, why are you sending me songs? Even if you hate me and send me mean messages, if you don't like somebody and you hate them, you just block them and you don't talk to them. You don't send them.
He was telling me to tell you that he's not going to have sex with you.
Oh my! I'm so. Hold on. We have to have a moment of silence. Hold on. Wait. I thought.
Oh crap!
Hello. I think we had a pause. We had a pause. Yeah. Somebody called in on my phone.
Oh, got it. Yeah, so he was like, it made no sense. Like, and then he goes, well, you don't understand, Katie, you're a woman. And I was like, what are you talking
Katie,
about?
try to turn this up if you can, because you sound really low right now.
Oh. He said, you wouldn't understand. You're not a man. You don't know what it's like to not have sex withheld.
Oh my God. Hold on.
What are you
no offense,
talking
but
about?
is Clint on drugs other than weed? No. Bonnie, he is absolutely not on anything. If you're asking if it's hard drugs, no, he's not. He's not on any hard drugs. And I don't even like him right now, but I'm telling you, he's not on anything hard at all.
And I'm like, well, okay. He's like, and I'm like, okay, but this doesn't make sense. And he's like, well, now you're starting to sound like her and my mom, and I'm not going to be ganged up on. And I'm like, what are you talking about?
Katie, hold on. It's like really low. I can't hear you, hon. I've got my thing up all the way. Ringtone. Wait, can you hear me better?
I can hear you.
I can't hear you.
My volume's all the way up.
Maybe it's because I had a call come in. Do you want me to pop out and then come back in and bug you?
Yeah, you can do that.
All right, I'll be back in like 2 seconds. Hold on.
I'm not even lying, you guys. It was the most ridiculous conversation I've ever had with him. I'll add her back in a second. Okay. Okay.
I feel like I'm stalking you.
Can you hear me?
Can you hear me?
Yes.
All right, we're good.
Okay. So he was saying like he's like, she only had sex with me twice in 7 weeks. And that makes me crazy. And she's withholding all this sex from me. And then he's like, and then she took my debit card and she went to Target and spent a bunch of money. And then he said all she came back for me with was an air mattress and a Simpsons t-shirt.
Oh my, that is not how it went. Oh my God. He asked me to pick up multiple. Yes, he did give me his debit card. However, Jen had money of her own before Clint came into Jen's life. So it was I got everything that he needed, swiped the card for him, and then got what I needed, used my money for it. My daughter was with me, okay? I don't want to bring my 16-year-old into verifying that I stole $300 from some. Oh my God, dude. Can I smoke a cigarette? Is anybody going to look at me bad on this live? I don't care if they look at me bad. I don't care anymore.
No, you do whatever you want to do.
No, I didn't steal $300. And like I said, I think I wrote you this. I have he burned a big, huge hole in my brand new couch. I have to pay $500 to get that reupholstered next week. So if I really wanted to be a tacky person, I could be like, well, Katie, what about the $500 he owes me for burning a cigarette in my couch? I mean, do you get what I'm saying? I'm not a tick for tack person, and I don't even like it if I go on a date with a guy and he buys for me. So you think, what am I going to benefit taking his debit card and going to Target? They don't even have all that greatest stuff. So come on now. No, I didn't take his $300 from him.
Okay, so you didn't take $300 from him.
He stayed at my house for a week and a half. What?
You did bang. They're all like, she's ignoring the banging question. No, Genevieve told
me. I'm not ignoring anything. Nope, I'm not ignoring anything.
They had all of the sex twice, apparently. And apparently Clint wanted it more than that.
Well, apparently he did. Now I'm really finding out that this withholding of sex from Clint. Why would I want to have sex with Clint when he is talking to his wife, and on top of that was talking to a 20-year-old girl that had a baby that he was trying to get with, and told another girl from Colorado that he was going to go be with her, and told another girl from Georgia that he was going to go be with her? Would that make you want to lay down and have sex with somebody?
No, and this is what I was trying to get out of him. I'm like, are there other females? And he was just like, no, I don't want to have sex with Genevieve. I want to have sex with other women. And I said, okay. And I said, are there other females? And he said, no, there are not other females. And I said, okay, then like, what's wrong?
Okay.
What's wrong with Genevieve? And he said, I'm not emotionally available. And I said, so you're like basically still hung up on Tracie? I don't know. Maybe.
I mean, maybe he is. I mean, it's his wife. You know, they were Bonnie and Clyde, Katie. I don't know. I don't think he's as emotionally attached to her as what everybody thinks, because like I said, he has every opportunity to leave and go be with her.
When I sent him a text message by accident today, I thought I was texting you. He responded and he's like, hey, if my wife Tracie gave you this phone number, ask her why she likes meth more than me.
Yep, that about sounds like him.
And I said, okay. And then he said, and ask her why she hasn't come visit me.
Yep, that sounds about like him, because she's been telling him that she bought a bus ticket. She showed him her PayPal account. It had $202 in it. Oh, wait, I don't hang out with Clint. How would I know this? $202 was in her PayPal account, and she's got him believing that she's taking a bus down to Cincinnati. Now, mind you, where we live, and especially where Clint lives, you're not allowed to add people onto your lease, because guess why? He's not the head person on the apartment. Do you think his mother is going to say when they call her, hey, you mind putting Tracie Wagaman / Brady on the lease? Yeah, you think Alice is going to go, oh, yes, that's exactly what I want. No, Alice has told Clint, you better not be talking to her. And as of today, he told her that he hasn't been, which is a lie, clearly.
Dude, Clint's a mess. What were you thinking?
I don't know. Maybe I was the mess at the time. Girl, I have the same kind of bipolar as him. Is that an excuse? No, honestly, what it was is for the 3 months that he and I talked, when he was living in his car, Katie, he was not like this. Swear to God. It's almost like when she is confined, like a rehab or a jail, I think in some weird way in his head, he feels better about that because he knows that where she is and what's going on. And I'm telling you, I mean, he's had some of his little meltdowns and stuff like that, but it's been really bad this month. Really, really bad. I hate you, Jen. Get out of my life. And then 2 seconds later, come over and stay the night. I won't get mad at you if we don't have sex like I did the last time.
I was reading the text messages he sent to you.
Did you see it?
Yes, where he was telling you that he'll have sex with you, but he won't leave it or something. Like, I won't leave it on you like I did the last time or something like that. Like, and I said to Clint, I was like, you were texting her yesterday that you wanted to have sex with her. And you're telling me today that you don't want to have sex with her and that she wants you to have sex with her for $300.
And he says to everybody, I speak nothing but the truth because the ultimate warrior said so. Wrong. I found that out real soon that wasn't the case.
Well, you don't end up with Tracie because you're sane, right? You don't end up with Tracie because you're like, got it together.
I mean, I'm not trying to be mean or anything, but like, it's so funny that she calls me transgender and everything, and nothing against any type of community or anything like that. But I'm not the one wearing a wig and putting on blue eyeshadow. So, like, gotta call me. To me, it's like you got to come up with something a little bit better. I don't know. I just think maybe the education system may have failed her miserably.
Britt Miller says he sounds like a total pig. I'm not gonna lie, Britt. When I was texting with him, I was like flabbergasted about how he was talking about sex and how he was like saying how like a man like expects sex. And then I was like, dude, you can't expect sex from a woman just because she's a woman.
Mm-hmm.
Like, that's ridiculous.
Hey,
You don't go.
I never said that I was sane for chasing Clint. First off, I wasn't chasing Clint. Clint came to me. But the sane part, yeah, that's why I got back into therapy, if you want to know. Oh, by the way, my session went great last week. I stayed the whole time.
Hey, Nicole, yeah, I'm a Gucci girl, Nicole. You're entitled to have your thoughts. And if you guys have questions you want me to ask her, just put them in there and I'll ask them to her. I'll ask them of her.
Why did she call you a hoochie? You don't look like a hoochie.
Me? Nobody called me a hoochie.
Well, they called me a hoochie?
I don't know who they called. They didn't call you. No, they didn't call you a hoochie.
I was about to say, I don't look like a hoochie. I don't think so anyway.
I did talk to him and he was like talking about like how a man needs sex. It was just the weirdest thing. I've never, ever, 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 ever.
No, I didn't. I didn't chase him. And I never told anybody that I chased him. He came down to Ohio. I didn't go out to Albuquerque where he was.
Don't worry. Nicole is my sassy girl. Nicole is my sassy mama. Don't get, she's just like, she's not being rude. That's just Nicole.
Okay.
She's straightforward. Are you in contact with his mom regularly?
Mm-hmm. Every day.
You talked to Alice tonight.
I talked to Alice. Yeah, Alice wants you to call her. She thought that because I thought you were doing an interview with him and it was going to go on, on the crystal ball thing. And I was like, oh my God. And I told him. So I told Alice, I'm like, oh my God, Alice, everybody's going to think I'm a prostitute that stole a debit card and I'm holding my vagina hostage and all this crap. And she's like, oh my God. And she said, well, I want to talk to her. And yeah, that's the whole, like, I'll be dropping the number in your inbox. Because I think you'll get more insight even speaking with her, to be honest with you.
I was like, he's either on drugs or he's And he says that he's not on hard drugs, but if he is smoking pot, does he smoke pot a lot?
Yes. God, yes.
Like a lot, a
I
lot?
mean, like, what would you say, 6, 7 bowls a day? Yeah, six to 7 bowls a day. Easy.
So he's basically always stoned.
I don't even know if he gets to a point where he actually is stoned anymore, to tell you. I think maybe he's got a tolerance like a rhinoceros.
This is, well, first off, if you're just tuning in, you're walking into a interview that's been ongoing. We are talking to, I can't tell everyone every single time who I'm talking to. We're talking to Genevieve, who is a friend of Clint Brady from Love After Lockup.
You're right, Ash. That is more than an ounce a month.
It wasn't a question. You made a point. Every people. I don't know what you guys are fighting about in the chat. Anyways, so I don't know what is going on with Clint. Like, he was either like, because he said to me yesterday, he said to me, I was out of my mind yesterday.
I wouldn't argument that. That's a every.
And then he also said that you guys are overreacting because he's like, oh, they think I'm going to like, I said I was going to take a bunch of trazodone, but I don't even have trazodone. So I wasn't even being truthful. So they're just being ridiculous.
Oh, really? How would he not be truthful when he sent me a screenshot of the trazodone that he had just picked up? Or the Kermit the Frog hanging himself meme or anything like that. He had his mother so upset yesterday because he kept telling her he was going to off himself that I went off on him yesterday. I said, why would you do that to your mother? Because he has a wife that died from doing that. So I take a lot of offense to him doing stuff like that, saying stuff like that. I'm overreacting. I have texts on my phone that show Texas after Texas yesterday. And he sent me the actual picture of the trazodone bottle.
Yeah, I would Nicole says walk away. So it is Ashley.
Oh, I've heard it all day. Walk away, cut it out, cut away from him. Yeah, I've heard it all.
I mean, honestly, there is no reason, if he has a zillion girls he's talking to, he's married to someone who's an addict. He is smoking 8 bowls a day. That's a lot of weed. He is 39 years old, right?
Yeah, he just turned 39. His birthday was
39 years old, smoking weed all day. Like, this isn't healthy for you. That's not healthy for your kids. Like, that's just chaos.
Yeah, I like I said, I feel stupid. I mean, I went searching for the apartment with him, got him the apartment. The furniture that's in his apartment, I went with him. My name is on there as a signer. So all that furniture, I picked it out. Literally the day that I found out that he was hiding me from Tracie. This is how stupid I am. Everybody's going to think I'm so stupid. I was like, do you need anything from the store? And he's like, I need pot holders. So I went out and bought him a 5-piece kitchen set. And I went to the store and got him milk and got him everything that he needed. And I had it on the list. And then within 2 hours, because right when I left, Tracie called in, he started getting manic and stupid again. So he didn't end up getting his groceries until hours and hours later. Because, again, after he gets off the phone with her, it's always my fault.
So this is the problem. He's talking to his wife, and you're still there.
Well, no, when he started... Okay, so I'm an idiot. I'll take that one, yeah. I went in the back room and hid just like he asked me to do, yeah.
I'm not saying that you're an idiot. I'm just saying, like, you fell for him. He lied to you. Like, he is a walking tornado right now. There's zero reason to put up with a man that talks about you this way.
I didn't know he was like this, Katie, because when we talked on the phone, I mean, he was dealing with his problems with Tracie. I just found out that my mom was an addict. It was kind of like, I think I told you this, or maybe I told somebody else this. Everybody's seen Forrest Gump because... Oh, I know Clint has because I'm the Jenny in his life. But it was kind of like when, do you remember when Forrest was in the Army and he was with Bubba and it was raining that night and they were leaning up on each other? That's how it felt. There was nothing romantic. There was no, what are you wearing tonight? It wasn't anything like that. There was no affairs, what everybody said. 2 weeks before Tracie got out of rehab, he did text me and he said, it appears, because that's what he says a lot. He goes, that I'm starting to get, a little bit of feelings for you. That is the closest thing to romance, I guess, that was said the whole time that she was in rehab.
He's addicted to drama, and he's addicted to attention.
Oh, yeah. And I'll tell you what one of the problems was. One of the main problems with Clint and I guess as opposed with Tracie, is that Tracie and him were together all the time. I mean, they did their stuff together. He would drive her to go, whatever, okay, as he was outside waiting in the car. They were always at casinos. It was a fast-paced life. With me, I don't have a fast-paced life. I have a daughter that's got 2 diseases. I'm at Children's a lot. I cannot be with him at his beck and call, Katie. I can't. And that was a big problem.
He needs attention.
Well, I know, but I didn't realize that he was 39 years old and he should probably be in diapers. I didn't realize that. I didn't think it was that bad because, like I said, every night that I talked to him when he was in Albuquerque, this is not the person that is the way he is right now.
Okay.
I swear to you, if you don't believe anything do you honestly think that if...
No, I get it, but he was married. Like, I would not, I mean, like maybe he's just a really good con man.
Yeah,
maybe you just...
Yeah. I know that he was married, and that probably was my mess up, and I'll take full responsibility for that. I don't have a problem doing that. It was just, like I said, we were both just trying to make sense out of what was going on with Tracie and what was going on with my mom, honestly. Doesn't have it. My God, that's all I have to say. I'm not going to name any names, but he was so bad yesterday. It was asked to me, and this is also what pissed me off, because I don't know anybody that sells weed. I don't smoke it. So why would I know people that, they're like, well, do you think you could find, Clint some weed so it'll, calm him down? I'm like, really? Let me just get my telephone book out. Do those even exist anymore? But like, yeah, let me get my phone out and just like go through and see, you know what I'm saying? I don't know anybody that sells that crap. And why the hell should I have to get him weed? He's being the dick, not me. I mean, jerk. Sorry, Katie. I know that you're language privy.
No, it's fine. We're on Instagram. It's not a big deal. I just think that, like, clearly he's classified that he's not on meth, so he's not having issues, but he still smokes a lot of weed. And, clearly it's just a lot. And it doesn't matter if you are a smoker or not. This is not a... nobody's coming at you and you're smoking if we're talking about Clint, by the way. So sometimes people just take things really personally. But either way, you just need to get away from him.
Yeah.
You
hurts,
deserve better than that.
It hurts. I feel like I said, not only did I get stabbed in the back, I think he stabbed it so hard that it actually pierced my heart as well. You know what I'm saying? Like, yeah. I had his back, Katie. I made a promise to him. He made me promise him before Tracie got out of rehab that I would not just cut out of his life. I kept that promise.
Right.
So for the past 7 weeks, literally, I've oh my God. I don't like to let people, I don't know, I like to help people out, when stuff happens. He helped me out. And I can say this to everybody, that he really helped me out with the things that were going on with my mom. He was there to listen to me and stuff. But when he got down here, he was completely not the same person. And literally within the last 2 weeks, it's been just crazy. I've never known anybody to be so narcissistic. One day he had me so upset. I was curled up in a ball in his kitchen, crying hysterically. And he just stood there and looked at me. And I was like, wow. And then I got embarrassed that I was crying. I thought I was being a little baby. He doesn't care about me. Wow, that's really funny. Somebody that doesn't care Even if the text messages are mean, nice, whatever. I mean, you saw it, you read it. You don't, if you hate somebody, why are you asking them to come stay the night? Why are you sending them pictures of you in a towel?
But those messages that he was sending to you weren't nice. He wasn't
No,
speaking to you. He wasn't speaking to you nicely. He was
not at
treating you like
all.
a piece of property.
Yep.
And he was cursing you out, and he was being belligerent with you and acting like he owned you.
Yeah.
And that's like not okay.
No, it's not. I mean, like
I
I said, had he had acted like,
I can show everyone the text messages between the two of you. I mean, what he said wasn't okay.
oh, well, I guess maybe, okay. So the day that he was mad that I wouldn't leave the hospital to come hang out with him on his birthday, he got angry with me. And I said, Clint, for God's sakes, I'm her mother. I'm not leaving my child's side because her liver was failing. No lie. She was getting 2 20-hour infusions done because her liver was failing. And I told him, I said, Clint, I'm not leaving my daughter. I said, for God's sakes, her liver's failing. And you know what he said? He's like, whose fault is that, Jen?
Yeah.
And if he wants to deny it, like I said, I don't throw anything out of my phone. Nothing. And that asshole producer of his, and I don't care what anybody says, I don't throw out any text messages between him and I either. Everything revolving around the show, around Tracie, around Clint, all of it. It's all a train wreck, and none of it's true. Nothing's real about that reality show, is all I can say. A few things, I'm sorry. But it's definitely scripted.
Well, even Tracie accused him of always talking to other women. He was always talking to other women when he was talking to Tracie.
Yeah, there was a chick named Stephanie that he talked to. He told me about her. Yeah. I guess Tracie didn't think that he was actually going to up and leave. That's what I think it is. I think that's what Tracie's main issue is right now, is she has always had this power over him. He's always ran back to her. Well, it's been 7 weeks. He hasn't went back to her. She doesn't like it. She wants to have control over him.
Well, let them have each other.
Girl, I'm telling you what, I'm staying away from those wee TV shows, except for Mama June. I'm watching that one because she's never done me wrong.
Oh, God.
Oh, God. I saw the previews for that.
We'll be talking about it.
Yep. Well, they have, I guess, I don't know if it's Love, Life, whatever, after Lockup. I know they have a new season coming up. I think it's in January, and they have new couples or something like that. I don't know. I think their days with the show, I think that's it. Well, I mean, what the hell did they have to film them for?
They weren't on it much this season. They really weren't.
Because she was in jail.
Yeah.
I mean, there was nothing to film when you don't have a storyline to film, you know. That's what I don't get, why, you know, Clint would get so agitated about not getting paid because he wasn't seen on the show. I'm like, there was no storyline.
They want to know if you were chasing him because he was on reality TV.
Absolutely. Love after Lockup, Katie, give me a break. If I was going to chase somebody, I think it would be a little bit, I don't know, like Pat Sajak or something like that. I don't know, from a show that people actually know of.
People know about Clint and Tracie because they're a train wreck. That's what I told you when I talked to you the first time.
But not everybody watches WeTV. There's a lot. If the WeTV was so knowledgeable and everything, why is it that not but one person since Clint's been down in 7 weeks know him from the show? He's been out. He's been in the mall. He's been out in public. There's not been one person that's walked up to him and said, hey, can I get your autograph? Not one, Katie. So clearly not everybody watches WeTV.
No.
Not even that many people. Not as many as what people think. No.
Well, not many people cover the show either.
Right. No, it had nothing to do with the fact that he was on the show. It had absolute, I don't want to be mean, but it's Clint. What drew me to Clint was the fact of what he was going through and what I just found out about my mom. So I shot him a text and said, hey, if you ever need somebody to talk to, blah, 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 and I said, my mom, blah, blah, blah. And then he got in touch with me 3 months later, 3 months. And yeah, he said, what drugs did your mom do? That was it. I told him, and then I gave my number out, which was also very stupid, clearly. And I said, if you ever want to talk, get in touch with me. And then he hit me up a little bit later, I guess, Katie. And it must have been a long time because he said, hey, what's up? And I'm like, I didn't recognize the number. I'm like, who is this? And he's like, Clint. And I'm like, Clint who? He's like, Clint from Love After Lockup, Clint and Tracie. And I said, oh. And that's how him and I started talking. So I think if I was obsessed with him, don't you think I'd be like dropping him?
He apparently likes to talk to the females that hit him up from the show too.
All of them, every single one of them. I don't want to name any names because I'm not a mean person, but I can tell you every single location. There's 2 women over in Alaska that he was trying to get my friend Mike to go with them to go see. And the only reason that he wanted to go is because they had money. So.
He's an opportunist.
And Tracie, unless Tracie has witnessed the podcast or what's going on right now.
Yeah.
I mean, there was nothing to film when you don't have a storyline to film, That's what I don't get why, Clint would get so agitated about not getting paid because he wasn't seen on the show. I'm like, there was no storyline.
They want to know if you were chasing him because he was on reality TV.
Absolutely. Love After Lockup, Katie, give me a break. If I was going to chase somebody, I think it would be a little bit, I don't know, like Pat Sajak or something like that. I don't know, from a show that people actually know of.
People know about Clint and Tracie because they're a train wreck. That's what I told you when I talked to you the first.
But not everybody watches WeTV. There's a lot. If the WeTV was so knowledgeable and everything, why is it that not but one person since Clint's been down in 7 weeks know him from the show? He's been out. He's been in the mall. He's been out in public. There's not been one person that's walked up to him and said, hey, can I get your autograph? Not one, Katie. So clearly not everybody watches WeTV.
No.
Not even that many people. Not as many as what people think. No.
Well, not many, and not many people cover the show either.
Right. No, it had nothing to do with the fact that he was on the show. It had absolute, I don't want to be mean, but it's Clint. What drew me to Clint was the fact of what he was going through and what I just found out about my mom. So I shot him a text and said, hey, if you ever need somebody to talk to, blah, 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 and I said, my mom, blah, blah, blah. And then he got in touch with me 3 months later, 3 months. And yeah, he said, what drugs did your mom do? That was it. I told him, and then I gave my number out, which was also very stupid, clearly. And I said, if you ever want to talk, get in touch with me. And then he hit me up a little bit later, I guess, Katie. And it must have been a long time because he said, hey, what's up? And I'm like, I didn't recognize the number. I'm like, who is this? And he's like, Clint. And I'm like, Clint who? He's like, Clint from Love After Lockup, Clint and Tracie. And I said, oh. And that's how him and I started talking. So I think if I was obsessed with him, don't you think I'd be like dropping him?
He apparently likes to talk to the females that hit him up from the show too.
All of them, every single one of them. I don't want to name any names because I'm not a mean person, but I can tell you every single location. There's 2 women over in Alaska that he was trying to get my friend Mike to go with them to go see. And the only reason that he wanted to go is because they had money. So.
He's an opportunist.
And Tracie, unless Tracie has witnessed the podcast or what's going on right now, I don't think Tracie even knows that Clint's been talking to me because he's been telling her that him and I haven't been talking.
Well, you need to change your phone number, change your locks on your house, and not talk to him anymore. I feel like you're going to still talk to him, though. I get that total feeling.
Come on, Katie. Let's not be like that. You're making me look weak to all these people.
I'm just saying, you like, don't talk to him then. You got to be strong.
Mackenzie,
You
come
definitely.
on. My 16-year-old is like
I'm not
agreeing
saying
with
that.
you.
I'm not saying that you're a pansy. I'm just saying, like, you know, like,
You did
just.
not just say pansy.
What'd you say?
I said you did not just say pansy.
I didn't say that. I thought you
Oh, I
said
thought you
that.
did. No, I didn't say pansy. I said, God, what did I say? But I know I didn't say pansy.
Oh, I didn't
I
say.
didn't even say that. I don't know. I don't know. I don't know.
Well, then prove us wrong when you're
Definitely.
done with them.
Oh, well, I'm not going to go out of my way and talk to him or anything like that. And like I said, he hasn't gotten in contact with me today. So, I mean,
One day
yeah.
he's gonna he'll get in contact with you.
Well, I don't see why, because according to him, he hates my guts and he never wants to talk to me again.
Oh my God, this sounds like 5-year-olds, but I'm telling you right now, he's gonna talk to you again because he's being a whiny little baby right now. And when he's done being a whiny little baby and he needs something, he's gonna call you because he needs somebody to like wipe his butt to do pretty much everything, apparently.
I never wiped
Am I
his butt. Let's
wrong?
just put that on
Am
the
I
record.
wrong? Agree with me or agree with me?
Okay, figuratively, I never wiped his butt. I mean, if I would have asked him if he needed it wiped, he probably would have let me. But I don't want to see anything like that. But, I mean, as of like, I don't know, like doing everything for him, yeah, I did.
Yeah, so he's gonna call you.
He's exhausting. I'm not going to lie. He is exhausting. I have a 14-year-old daughter that is more mature than him. No lie.
Well, you are a busy mom. You don't have time for this bull crap. And your
Yeah.
daughters don't need to see this. This is ridiculous.
Yeah.
They don't even need to be around.
No.
Oh, this is not Clint.
No, they don't. See, actually, what's going on? See, well, my friend Michael is now answering his phone again because Tracie gave my friend Mike's number out. Do you hear him right now?
I sound nothing like Clint, dumbass. I don't sound nothing like Clint. And his birthday was Wednesday, dumbass. Show how much you know.
Anyway, so
Don't call
okay.
because this is not Clint's phone.
All right, yeah, she gave my friend Mike's phone number out. So everybody keeps calling the phone because they think it's Clint. So thank you, Tracie, if you're watching. Thanks for giving my best friend's phone number out.
My God.
Yeah.
Your life is
I think wasn't like this before. I mean, I had drama, but nothing like this.
Well, you walked into a train wreck.
I know. It's my fault. I could sit here and be like him and just act like I never did anything wrong in my life, but yeah, that's my fault.
We all you
I'm
can't help who you're drawn to. You can't help who you're attracted to. You can't help any of those things. What you can help is what you choose to do now,
Absolutely.
And you don't
Absolutely.
have to continue to perpetuate his drama because you got kids to raise.
It hurts. I'm not going to sit here and say that it doesn't. It definitely hurts. I did not think that he was like this at all. And he knew that I was in an 18-year relationship with somebody, and he knows how bad I got burned out of that. It's not like I just go hopping into relationships with different people, Katie. I don't. Because I have kids. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Because when you date somebody, especially somebody that has children, you're not just dating the woman, you're dating, the kids are involved as well. And kids, they form attachments as well. If it doesn't work out, you're not the only one that's hurt.
I understand. You guys, you'll be fine. You just have to be strong and you have to just not deal with him.
Oh, I'm thinking probably everybody in this room thinks I'm an idiot or they're dissecting every physical whatever about me. I don't know. That's all that's been going on for the past 7 weeks on Facebook. So I don't know.
Well,
I did
don't-
something.
You can't worry about whatever people say. People hate me every day. You can ask all of my subscribers. There's people that hate me every day. I don't care. Who cares? They're people on the internet. Nobody knows you.
Yeah, that's the thing. I don't care what people have to say about me. I have a thick skin. It's when my daughters get involved in it. When they start bringing my kids into it, that's what pisses me off. And then Clint even told Tracie I was a bad mom. Like that was the one that really, really made me mad. That was a low blow. I don't make any comments about how he didn't talk to his son for 2.5 years. Well, I just did now. But I'm just saying, and like, why would you say that about somebody? I literally didn't leave a hospital for almost 3 days because my child was in there. But I'm a bad mom.
He's just saying it to get under your skin, and it's getting under your skin.
Yeah.
I asked him why he called you transgender, and he said because Tracie did, and I was just being mean.
Doesn't that kind of make him look weird? Like, wouldn't that
Yes.
make people like
Yes.
think something about him?
He said, I don't take people's sides. He was like, you're on her side. And I'm like, I'm on no one's side. I'm just saying that you're talking crazy.
He said that. Oh my God. Yeah, he was definitely manic with you then.
He was talking about sex a million times.
I'm surprised he didn't ask for your phone number, girl.
Yeah, he has my phone number, and I was not going to go there with him.
Wow. Wow. He has your phone number? Maybe I'm not the only one that should change mine, Katie.
Oh, he's not going to. I'm married. And
It does.
Clint
Do you think?
not,
Do you think
no.
he cares? Remember the last interview? Do you remember the last interview? And he's like, "You look like Katie Couric."
He was hitting on me.
Exactly.
I don't care. I have a husband. I don't like. It's a job.
Do you think he cares whether you have a husband or not?
I am not going to hit up. No. Don't make this about me. I'm not going to hang out with Clint.
I'm not making it about you. I was just saying you were like, I have a husband. And I'm like, I was just saying in reference that the last time you spoke to him, he was like, you look like Katie Couric, and saying that he doesn't care if you have a husband or not. He was hitting on you. That was the reference I was making.
Right. He's a cad. He's a freaking like player.
Well, I've seen players. They look a lot different than him, but maybe he's a wannabe player.
I don't know. He thinks he has a little bit of fame and he wants a lot of it.
Well, that's because the show's doing that. He said repetitively, he's like, I'm going to soak up the last 15 minutes of fame that I have. And that is exactly what he's doing. Exactly what he's doing.
Well, you
Both of them are actually.
Don't be in the middle of it then. Let him just go
Hell
bang
no.
a bunch of chicks and have meaningless sex and be completely devoid of feelings, and let him like bury himself.
I mean, that's pretty much what I told him yesterday. I mean, honestly, I actually told him, I said, I don't want her coming to Ohio, Clint. I said, that's not going to be a good thing. And I told him, I said, you know what? Just get your $4,000 check and go back to her. I said, I don't even care anymore.
But he's not getting paid.
What, did he tell you that today? No, because he didn't get paid. And he's getting paid in the next 2 days. I know that for a fact.
Oh, he was saying on Facebook that he like isn't getting paid by the show.
Well, because he broke, well, I don't know why they're saying he broke a contract, because he didn't sign a contract this year for Life After Lockup. So actually, I don't think he broke anything, to be honest with you.
So is he just making that up?
No, he's not making it up. I mean, he didn't get paid. I mean, you know, you don't contact your producer over 90 times via text saying this, and that, and another, and expect that you're going to be the first person that gets a check given to you. You don't act like that to people. I've seen it.
He sold his soul for $2,000 an episode. Think about that.
You know, oh my God, that is so weird that you said that, because that is exactly what I put in one of the texts yesterday. I said, you sold yourself out and you sold your soul.
For $2,000 an episode, you guys. That's like peanuts.
Well, I mean, for somebody like me, if I got $2,000, not for that train wreck show, but if I got $2,000, I could stretch that literally for a month and still have all necessities met, daughters taken care of, bills paid, everything. You wouldn't see me going out to casinos. You wouldn't see me going to random houses buying random things. You know what I'm saying? But that's just me.
Well, that's what these reality shows do. They find people where $2,000 is a lot of money. But in the real world, you know what I mean? Like, to be on a reality show, like, some of these people make way more than that.
Oh, you know that, girl.
Yeah.
You know that. I know that. He doesn't know that. He doesn't know that. Because in my opinion, I can only say this in my opinion, I haven't heard anything concrete, but what I've kind of heard from the producer along the lines of is just, let's ride this out to the end of the season. So to me, I'm interpreting that as being those two, you know, they're going to be hopping off the train soon.
They're too much of a liability for the show.
You know what? See, somebody knows that we're doing what we're doing right now because my friend's phone, it's blowing up. And this has everything to do with Tracie. This is what Tracie does. She gets her fans to do her dirty work. And now my friend's phone is blowing up right now.
Well, Tracie is, you know, Tracie, if you're watching, you can come on live too and yell and scream. I don't care.
Oh, I wish she would. She was offered to go on the podcast today and she didn't do it. She even talked to the lady. I'm telling you, the lady that I did the podcast with today contacted me. I didn't go contacting her. And she had done the podcast with Tracie a couple weeks ago. And I guess there's been some stuff that Tracie's done where people are like questioning stuff like, oh, is she on drugs? Oh, it literally took you this long to figure it out. I mean, do you get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And then, yeah, it's crazy. A lot of their fans on both of their pages have actually started, you know, asking me questions. And it's like, no. See, he's answering again. Another phone call came in. This is Tracie,
Tracie
doing this. So
I know you're watching, Tracie.
thank you so much.
I feel like Tracie won't go on to shows because she doesn't want to answer the questions. Because
no. The reason that, no. Let's get this cleared up. The reason that Tracie isn't doing anything right now is because she wants her payday. That's why.
Please don't call again. This is not my phone.
She wants her payday. And now my friend's phone is now going to be ringing all night because of her. But everybody thinks she's the goddess. Everybody thinks that she's a sister of school. Well, not everybody. Okay, not everybody, Katie. Not everybody is a fan of hers, but she has enough fans. Well, I know for a fact she does because they are doing what I'm telling you is going on now. Sorry, I'm plugging in my phone.
Well, if they're doing that, then she's basically a troll leader because that's ridiculous.
Oh, hell yeah. I think I told you this the time that I first met you, that I think you and I have SB or something like that. Yeah, she's a troll leader. You know how many times that woman has threatened me via text, via phone, that she has her fans and she's going to have her fans destroy me. Well, guess what? She's achieved that.
Yeah.
But guess what? Not all of her fans are falling for her crap anymore, Katie. They're really not. They're getting very privy to what's going on, and they're not believing a lot of stuff that she's saying. I only know this because they've sent me messages.
Most
and I don't even talk about it.
Like, for crying out loud, people just hate watch her, and then they will do anything